Welcome everyone, welcome to another video, and this is the first impression of Train Sim World 2, which is the sequel to the original Train Sim World by Dovetail Games. So let's go across here. This is the first impression of the game itself. This is not your casual sort of train simulator. This is a true enthusiast title with it's a pretty niche market, and the title itself is pretty expensive, and also the DLC and the amount of DLC. Some of them reach up to about £20, and there's been nearly 40 of them. There's roughly about 40 DLC. Each of the DLC represents a locomotive, as well as rolling stock and a painstakingly recreated to scale environment, as well as the engines themselves. So it's quite expensive. If you get all the DLC, definitely expensive, and definitely, as I said, not your casual train game. It's definitely an enthusiast's title. So we're going to go on a typical introduction to the simulation and the world itself. This is the Great Western Express. You can see the level of detail. And you can see the level of detail in here.
Some doors are automatic and open when you walk towards them.
Yep. Okay, so we've been told to find a seat and sit down so the train can get going, but we're not going to do that. Not just yet. So you can't get through into the engine itself, which is a shame, because that's what I'd like to do. Oh my god, it's a woman driver. That was a joke. Don't start putting angry sort of comments in. Tell me I'm sexist, because I'm not. Right, so we'll sit down.
Great Western Express offers the ability to ride and drive both express and commuter trains along the Great Western Main Line between London, Paddington and Reading. You are currently riding an Intercity 125 high-speed train formed of two Class 43 diesel locomotives hauling a selection of Mark III carriages. This train has a top speed of 125 miles per hour.
And you can see the environments themselves. These are all exactly as they appear in real life. I don't know about the crates left at the side of the rail, but...
Train Sim World allows you to ride and drive trains from a selection of internal and external camera angles. Let's take a look now by exploring the exterior of this train.
There we go.
Other internal and external camera views are available to be explored. These can be accessed from the number keys.
Okay, so we've got number keys.
You've only travelled a short distance here, so let's take a look at what else there is to enjoy. Welcome to Great Western Express. You can marvel at the iconic London Paddington terminus with its magnificent arched roof. Explore Old Oak Common Depot, where many trains are serviced. Deliver freight to Hayes and West Drayton processing plants, or haul containers in and out of London. Arrive into a fully modernised Reading station, or visit the nearby Reading Depot, where the Class 166 trains are maintained. Along the way, be sure to place route maps, safety signage, and locate the missing dispatch battens. Choose from freight, passenger, or high-speed trains and start your journey today.
Okay, so on with the next locomotive. This is the Class 43 HST high-speed train. Again in Great Western Railway colours. Again, it's a part of the tutorial, so I might get interrupted. But again, you can see the detail. As you can see, I mean, it's again incredible level of detail. Again, the environment is exactly as it appears in real life. Again, I don't know about the cable coil over there. I'm not sure about that. But the trees are probably there. We can check it on Google Earth if I actually knew where it was. Okay. Let's take a look inside. It will start the tutorial as when I enter the cab. Like before, you don't have to sit in the cab seat, as you can see, the driver's seat to start the tutorial. You just have to walk into this blue cone. So let's get on board.
Take a look around, and when you're ready, have a seat in the driver's chair.
Oh, okay. So I was incorrect. It is a driver's chair you have to sit in. It's a bit mucky. I suppose it is quite old now. I've been running the HST for quite a few years. Can we? No, we can't. Okay, so we can't go in here because it's the engine. It's actual power plant. Wear your ear protectors in the engine room only. Do not wear ear protectors in the driving compartment. Which obviously won't be a Germany alarm, would you? Can I sit in this one instead? No, you bloody can't. So I've got to sit in the driver's seat. It's all the prompts I've got. So anyway, so this is the Class 43 HST high-speed train. Can I switch the light on at least? No, you can't. So we can set the master key and set it to unlocked.
First, you need to get the engine up and running. Start by unlocking the reverser using the master key.
Okay. So I know it's locked.
Set the reverser handle into the neutral position.
Reverser handle into neutral.
That alarm is the AWS.
Tap that.
This is the best part, hearing the engine revs build and starting to feel the power this powerful locomotive holds. When you're ready, hit the engine start button on the desk there.
Okay, so you have to hit the engine start button.
Things start to get a little more complicated from here, but we'll take it step by step. Set the headlights to day headlamp and markers.
Okay, so obviously the tutorials you've got the prompts. Obviously when you're actually running your own career, you don't. Okay, oh there we go. I'll say it. So day, headlamp and markers.
Put the train in forwards, so we're ready to get moving. Using the reverser again, set the handle into forward.
Okay, into forward.
Nearly there. Now apply some power and get this train moving. Ease the throttle handle into notch 1.
We're pulling slowly, very, very, very slowly away from a stop. So reach a minimum of 10 miles per hour or 16 kilometers an hour. So bottom right hand corner we've got the head-up display. 2.5 miles per hour. Starting to get a little bit dark. Or is it? No. It's getting a bit cloudy though. So obviously when you look at something it should pop up with the interactive menu. Doesn't always seem to be exact as it was for the master key over there. It was a while before I could actually aim properly at it, so that's a little bit iffy. There are keyboard shortcuts in case you can't get them to work. Let's go a little bit faster. Okay.
I think this is fast enough for now. To maintain our current speed, step the throttle handle back to idle.
Okay, use the throttle and brake handle to manage your speed. Which I thought I just did.
Showing real confidence. All you need to do now is bring the train to a gradual stop. Set the train brake handle to initial to apply a small amount of braking force and let the brakes do the rest.
So initial up to there. We'll start to slow down though. No, I don't want that too. Yeah, we're supposed to stop on the marker. So I panicked a little bit. Okay, let's go back to 1. Back to 2, so that's a little bit faster. So obviously in this situation, while you're looking down at your controls, you can't really look at where you're supposed to be stopping. Okay, so A and D keyboard shortcuts. So that's the easiest to do it like that. And I believe W and S. No, so it's not W and S for the brake. Oh, never mind, whatever. We shall leave it on idle with the brakes. Now, the thing about having you to point at the controls to interact with them rather than using a keyboard shortcut, you have to look down. Obviously in real life you could look down, glance down and use your hands. But you can't do that in this. So obviously it takes a little bit of practice to actually pull up on the correct position. So obviously if it prompted us with the keyboard shortcut as well, which some of the tutorials, some of the locomotives do that. This one obviously doesn't. There we go.
You're ready to head out there on your own now. If you remember everything I've shown you here, you will do just fine.
Okay, so this is the Great Western Railway's coloured Class 166. So again, we're going to go on a little exploration trip first. So you see the level of detail again. We won't activate the tutorial just yet. We'll have a look around first. So we've got the toilet. Okay, so some of the doors you have to walk through, or walk into for them to open. Other ones, you open manually. Just shut the door. So just about every single thing is interactive on these locomotives and the rolling stock. Head into here. So we'll see the cab later on in a few moments when we start the tutorial, or the introductory tutorial for this engine. Let's close the door. I mean, you see how detailed every single thing is. As I've already mentioned, it's quite expensive, especially if you put all the DLC in. But it's no different than something like Euro Truck Simulator, Euro Truck Simulator 2 and American Truck Simulator. They're all pretty expensive DLC as well, but not as expensive as these ones. Okay.
Take a look around, and when you're ready, have a seat in the driver's chair.
Well, we had a look around, so heading to the cabin. We shall close the door. Okay.
First, you need to get the engine up and running. Start by unlocking the reverser using the master key.
So it's pretty much the usual. You've always got the master key. That's basically it's the key that locks and unlocks the engine itself. Again, got a slight issue. There we go.
Set the reverser handle into the neutral position.
So reverse it into neutral.
That alarm is the AWS self-test system. You will need to acknowledge this before you need to charge the brakes before we start the engine to ensure the train does not roll back. Set the throttle, brake to full service.
Okay, throttle and brake. Same lever into full service.
When you're ready, hit the engine start button on the desk to get the engine running.
And then just like before, we fire the engine up.
Now, set the headlights to day.
I thought they was over there. Oh no, they're up here. It's a funny place for headlight switch. Hang on a second there. Dear. Yep, nearly. There we go.
Put the train in forwards so we're ready to get moving. Using the reverser again, set the handle into forward.
So yeah, some of the controls are, as you can see, they're a little bit... You can enable the crosshairs, the pointer, and the centre of the screen. I turned it off to make it a little bit cleaner. So put this into forward.
By setting the throttle brake to off, they will start to release.
And then off.
Nearly there. Now apply some power and get this unit moving. Ease the throttle brake handle into notch 1.
We're actually already moving, so... No. Bloody hell. Yeah, rather sensitive. Notch one forward. Okay, there we go. So yeah, rather sensitive. When it comes to the mouse itself. Obviously, it can all be tuned to be more sensitive or less sensitive, so it's not going to be an issue, I don't think. Okay, set the throttle brake to off. Use the throttle brake handle to manage your speed. Also, you can use the A and D key on the keyboard.
You're performing great and showing real confidence. All you need to do now is bring this unit to a gradual stop. Set the throttle brake handle to braking 1 to apply a small amount of braking force and let the brakes do the rest.
Yeah, do you mind if I do that now? Let's stop emergency.
You're ready to head out there on your own now. If you remember everything I've shown you here, you will do just fine.
This is Hamilton Yard, the feeder for all cars moving around the industrial zone. The industrial zone of the route processes a variety of products and commodities. You will get the chance to haul several types of freight throughout the area.
Okay, so for this scenario, we've crossed the Atlantic to Canada. This is Oakville Subdivision. And this is a freight train. And it's somewhat substantially larger than what we've already seen in the previous two scenarios. 4.3 and the 1.66. But this is for pulling huge loads. There's actually two engines locked together. Again, the area of the yard, you can probably find it on Google Earth. Let's look for Oakville Subdivision. This is their loading yard. And it will be exactly as you see here. Okay, let's climb on board. We'll follow the introductory tutorial. So it's E to climb the stairs. And sit in the second man's seat. We can even open the bloody windows. My God. Okay, let's take a seat.
You're currently aboard a GP9RM diesel locomotive. Canadian National have over 300 examples in operation across their network.
Just tiny little attentions to detail, like the window.
Train Sim World allows you to ride and drive trains from a selection of internal and external camera angles. Let's take a look now while exploring the exterior of this train.
Okay, just like before, the introduction video, or part of the video. I believe it's number 1 or number 2. Number 3. There we go. So tap 3 again.
Other internal and external camera views are available to be explored. These can be accessed with the number keys.
Or you can tap the 0 key at the top of the keyboard, and it brings up the radial menu. External cameras, got internal cameras. So that's everything we've got available right now is a second man seat, which we don't really want.
You've only travelled a short distance here, so let's take a look at what else there is to enjoy. Welcome to the Oakville Subdivision. Take on the challenge of maintaining a busy railroad corridor while serving a bustling industrial complex. Keep up with the constant production of automobiles in Oakville while maintaining a constant flow of ethanol from Hamilton. Operate a variety of different services and freight between multiple facilities. Deal with frequent freight trains and industrial switches. Along the way, be sure to place route maps, repair broken lamps, put up safety signs, and install decontamination showers. Take on the challenges of freight operations along the Oakville Subdivision. Welcome to this GP9RM diesel locomotive in Canadian national livery. This brief introduction will cover switching cars within a yard and operations of track switches.
Okay, let's count with the Oakville Subdivision scenario.
Climb aboard to get started.
So we'll climb aboard and we'll follow this short tutorial.
A lot of time will be spent in the engineer's seat.
So you're not called the driver, you're called the engineer. That's for people who don't think about locomotives, obviously. Let's take a seat.
Start by inserting the reverser handle.
So we've actually got to insert the handle.
Activate the auxiliary systems as indicated.
So, generator field on.
This locomotive requires the brake cutout valve to be set to freight.
So set this to freight.
The automatic brake is the main system used for slowing down the train.
So we've got the brake pressure increasing there. Oh, brake pressure is decreasing. So set the automatic brake to release. Full service. Okay, wait for the brakes to release. Okay, moving forward.
Banking com is used to control the power of locomotives located throughout a train.
Set the banking com to on. Okay, so set the reverser to forward. Are we moving forward slightly? Oh no, we're not. Okay, I thought that was my mistake. So I thought it was actually rolling forward. Okay, so apply power and reach a minimum of speed of 16 kilometers an hour or 10 miles. Sorry, 16 kilometers an hour or 10 miles per hour. Go to 1. Okay, there we go. No. Yeah, very sensitive. Also, when your camera's moving about, when your head's moving out with your character, you can inadvertently switch the wrong switch or pull the lever forward or backwards a little bit more than you wanted it to. Again, A and D works, just the same as before. This time it only says apply power, doesn't actually say just notch 1, so we've got a notch 2.
Reduce the power to 0 and allow the locomotive to coast.
Okay.
Draw forward to the... If you stop short, release the brake and apply power again.
Where's the bloody brake? No. Oh, God. Where's the brake? Where's the brake? Sir. God. So that was a bit glitchy. So 50 yards overshot the marker. Okay, release the brakes again. Okay. So I need to go into reverse. Well, it's all good practice, I suppose. Okay, wait for the brakes to release and engine to build up power. So a little bit glitchy, that. Obviously, I've already said before, you got to go through the tutorials at least a couple of times. Okay, on to idle. Go to neutral. This time we'll apply the brake nice and gently. We're only at 3 miles per hour anyway, so... There we go.
Switches in this yard are manually operated. This means they require the lever next to them to be moved by hand.
Oh, okay. So I'm going to get out of our seat and off our bum and change the...
Climb down from the cab, walk over and operate the indicated switch lever.
Oh, look at this as well. You can't go down to the engine section now. That's disappointing. I don't suppose it's, you know, wiper handle. So you can manually operate your wipers. I suppose that's in case the electric motor burns out while you're working. So what side do we need to be on? This side. Okay. So they don't have remote controlled or automatic signalling or junctions. Interesting. Okay, so we've got to set the switch to access the left track. So climb back on board. I love the environment as well. It's not something you really sort of get to see while it's sort of speeding past you at about 100 plus miles per hour. But it just shows the dedication that Dovetail's coding team and modelling team have to this title. Things that you really wouldn't notice. Again, I expect if you find out where this location is and look on Google Earth, it'll be exactly as you see here. Okay, let's get him changing his seat. Obviously just a typical scenario. As I said already, all the trains, all locomotives, especially the LCs, all come with their own tutorials just like this one. Multiple part tutorials. Okay, petrochemical tankers, couple to formation. Right, okay. So I'm going to reverse. Nice and easy. You actually going to tell me what to do? Probably not. Okay, into reverse. Release the brake. Give it a few seconds. Power build up and we'll start rolling. And we've got a neck that goes around full 360 degrees like the Exorcist. Yeah, I mean, I don't know about you, I can't do that with my neck. I'm not an owl. But never mind. Let's open a window, let some air in. Both windows open. I love it. 5.5, so we'll use the keyboard shortcut A and D. We don't want to smash into it. $110. 100 yards. Now hopefully it's some of the distance between the back of this couple up, as in where we actually need to couple it, but not from where we're sat right now. Otherwise it's going to be an enormous bang. Well, I knew it. I knew it. Stop at location, stage in 4 yards. So we don't need to actually do any coupling, manual coupling ourselves. Obviously slamming into the things wasn't really the done thing. We even got the fuse cabinet. Oh my god, I mean, just this is just, we've got headlight cut out, AC control. Yeah, it's enough of that. My god. Okay. So. Okay, onto forward. Release the brake. Headlights. White. Yeah, left and right. And we show red to the rear. No, not green. There we go. So every single switch, everything you see is interactive. Or just about everything. Okay, moving forward. So bring the throttle arm to 1. Power build up. Go to level 2. 300 yards to go. Obviously even that there, which is a voltage indicator, it's a power indicator from the engine. So you don't have to use the head-up display, you can actually turn the HUD off completely. If you should have a more sort of immersive experience, which I'd imagine most people buying this would probably want that. Doing 6.4 miles per hour. 150 yards to go. 6.6. Okay, so you can actually design your own scenarios as well. So if you want to do like 100 mile an hour in this thing, you can do that. You can set your own scenario up so you can actually know how to do that. I wouldn't advise it though, especially not in real life. Okay, 26 yards. Initial. A little bit short. Okay, I'm going to put the reverser in at neutral, so I'm going rolling off. I'm going to put the brakes to full service, so again don't go rolling off. So I need to change the switch again, set the switch to access the left track. So basically what we're moving is a set of rolling stock from one track to the other. Can we get up this door? Yeah, we can, yeah, but can we get down? Yes, we can. Ah, wrong side, is it? Oh, we're just clear the junction. Excellent. Okay, let's access the left track. So let's get back into engineering. We'll go this way. What are we actually carrying? Vent tank when unloading. Ah, so it tells me this is pretty explosive stuff then. Paint. Hempel 374 US. Oh, it's paint. Okay. Can we? Oh, we can. Oh my god, we can actually get on top of the... My god. So we've got a loading hatch. My god. Okay, let's get back in the cab. So we've got, so we've got two engines locked together. So we're actually driving it. Oh, I see, okay. You'd swear blind you're actually driving it backwards from the configuration of the machine. Okay, so couple to formation. Oh, we're actually going to hook up more. Okay. So I'm going to hook up more. More rolling stock. Okay, so reverse. Release a brake. Okay, notch one. Let's take a look outside. Go to notch 2. Okay, see if we can do this without making such a massive bang this time. Let's go back to the cabin. It's got 300 yards. Going to put the reverse into neutral. .250 yards and 6.1 miles per hour. Down to 3.5 miles per hour. Try and keep this going. .174, 170 yards. Notch 1. Whoops. Yes, obviously 150 yards. It's not telling us our distance from the back end of this train to the front end of the dwelling, so of course as I look up to, it's telling us from our position here. So that means we're going to knock off quite a few yards. Okay, so petrochemical 32, so we've got to hook up. Wait a minute, you've already hooked up, haven't we? Uncouple. Okay, so unhook. Well, do I have to do it myself? I noticed the tutorial's not really giving us any information now. Okay, so 5 yards. Pretty sure it's not this. So it says 3 yards. Let's try down here. That's a bit strange, so obviously the tutorial isn't exactly forthcoming in advice. Uncouple. Yeah, I'm somewhat lost right now. Try up here. I don't think it'll be up here though. No. So reverse it. Oh, not reverse. The Let's try up here. So this is the engine we should be uncoupling. There we go. Yeah, so obviously it could have shown us a little bit better than that. Indeed, so actually highlighted this like this with the controls in the cabin, but obviously it doesn't want to do that all the time. Never mind, we've got to explore, I suppose. So it wants us to pull the engine by itself, this one by itself, back up to the parking position. And we could have gone back the same way. Okay. Obviously you'll be running these scenarios quite a few times before you got by yourself really. Okay, so back to forward. Bit zodiac release. Back to notch 1. I'll let it gently roll off. Let's take a quick look. Yep. Okay, so we just took a column of tanks with what I think is paint inside them and parked them using these two engines. Shut the window. Okay, back to idle. Doing 6 miles an hour. Obviously, it is easy if you use the keyboard shortcuts, but I don't know what the shortcut is for. Can't quite remember what it is for the brakes. Okay, let's get ready. Pop the brakes onto initial. Okay, about now. Okay, set the switch to access the right track. Let's pop up this door this time, shall we? Which side is it? It's the other side, isn't it? Yep. Access the right track. And set the switch to access the right track here. Oh, okay, so we've got 3 junctions in. Oh, well, it's quite, yeah, they are quite deep, aren't they? Access the left track there. And change the switch, set the switch to access the left track. Oh, we don't want to be going on the rails, really. It's a bit dangerous. Okay, let's get back into engineer's seat. I think we'll sprint all the way back, because it's going to take us about an hour to get back. Okay, so what is that? Oh, of course it's the red lights, isn't it? I've put the red lights on. Let's get up here. Manual brake. Okay. Set automatic brake handle to off. Okay, so now it tells us what to do now. Automatic brake handle to off. Oh, okay. So it's not actually... Oh, there we go. No. Off. No, off. There we go. Little bit glitchy. So shut down locomotive, set the brake cutout valve to off. A little bit glitchy there. Cutout valve to off to cut out. Set reverser to neutral. Remove the reverser handle, so you actually take the handle with you. It's like taking your gear stick with you when you park your car. Who could drive a car if you didn't take the gear stick out? Unless it's an automatic, of course, but, you know. Head to the front of the locomotive. Don't we turn it off? So head to the front of the locomotive. I thought it is the front, so we are driving it backwards. Oh, it means the front locomotive. Okay. Set up a locomotive, insert the reverser handle. Set the brake cutout valve to freight. Oh, there. Set the generator field switch to on, which is this one on the front, isn't it? Is it this one? Generator field on. There we go. Set reverse handle to forward. Automatic brake to release, which is the all the way over. Wait for them to release. So you can see it on this dial just here. Apply power and reach minimum of 16 km an hour or 10 miles an hour. 16 km an hour, yeah, 16 kph actually. We'll overlook that. Or 10 mph. Which I just did do.
To move around the freight cars, set the direction of travel and apply power to get moving.
So now we've got narration of the tutorial when it was actually just basically abandoned us, didn't he? I suppose, part way through. We've even got a... well, okay. It's got a speedometer up there as well. So we're going to do that manually, have we? There must be a switch to do that automatically though, somewhere. Whoa. Oh, okay. I thought they're smashing to those tanks just then. Okay, window clear. Go to 2 on the throttle. Minimum of 16 kph or 10 mph. Okay, the adjacent track. Go via location. So I've got to stop here. Ah, bloody hell. Okay, so I just want to drive through it. Didn't really explain that either, did it? Too well. So I thought I had to stop at that. So it's via that location. If it says via that location, just drive through the waypoint. I thought I wanted to stop there. Never mind. Someone says to park all the way over there. Okay. So what exactly is the speed limit here? It's pretty much missing from the the head-up display down there in the bottom right corner. There's nothing else telling us how fast we can go. Can't see anything. Oh, okay. So it's okay. So the red marker there on the side, the left-hand side of the speedometer. No. Let's release for a second or two. .30 yards, 8 miles an hour. Ooh. Not bad, almost perfect. Okay, so the switch to access the right track. Oh, it's just here. Thankfully. Right track. Okay, let's get back in. No. Phew. Okay, so you can see, I mean, the DLC for the tutorials for each of these engines that you purchase, as well as the stock ones, they come with these multi-part, and they are multi-part, quite involved tutorials. So I'm going to reverse, release the brake, notch 1. So couple to formation again. $625 yards and falling. Also, you can't actually see it this time. So we knock about, what's about 30 yards off. So it's about 15 miles per hour. This is the speed limit. So we're going to hook up to this formation of tanks this time. Okay, let's get ready. No. Bring it down. Okay, there we go.
Good work. That concludes this introduction. More details on the operation of this locomotive can be found in the manual.
Something I forgot to mention, there is a detailed series of manuals for each of the engines as well. So it's quite involved, as you can see. There's many more locomotives. You can actually buy more on the Dovetail's Steam page. You can buy them interactively through the game as well. Okay, so actually to call it a game is actually a bit of an insult. It's actually a very deep simulation, as you can see. Okay, so that's for this first impression of Train Sim World 2 from Dovetail Games. As I said, it's very expensive. It's not for people who aren't really enthusiasts. Let's just see about a detail level. Okay, so if you enjoyed, if you did, don't forget to click like. Don't forget to share with your friends. Don't forget to leave a comment to ask a question, but please keep the comments and questions on topic with the subject matter of the video. The moderators do go through comments and questions and remove ones which are off topic. And of course, abuse and spam will get them removed as well as blocked, as well as reported to YouTube as well. Don't forget, we have Facebook, Discord, Twitter and Reddit. You find links to all those platforms on the banner on the front page of the channel. You also have a donate button also next to those links on the banner and front page of the channel. Every penny is gratefully received. And go straight back to providing content now and in the future. Alright, so once again, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, Don't forget to click like, it is appreciated very much. Okay, so once again, thank you for watching. Hope to see you next time. In the meantime, as always, take care. Bye bye.